Hello everybody, so here is Black Angel again, and I'm here with a weird video, probably the weirdest that I've ever done, but I really think that it is important to share this kind of information, and this kind of thought mostly. So, what is it about? We are constantly bombed with negative information. So, the TV, the news, social media, wherever you look around you, you're going to find news about dead people, uh, raped women, or thefts, or bombs exploding, war, anything negative that there can be. It is what we hear about day in, day out. So the world is kind of depicted like this horrible place, where it's not worth living, and actually life itself is shown as this thing that is not worth it because it's so horrible. And I'm pretty tired of this kind of stuff because that's not the world I live in. So I thought to share a couple of things that happened to me, that give me hope. And I hope that you will come up with stories of the same kind that happened to you, and you will share them in my comment section. Now, I know that this sounds like a little bit of a Smurfs Land video, but we all need a little bit of Smurfs Land in our lives. So here it goes. First story. It extends over a period of time of about 17 years. 2001, I'm walking down the road. I always did a little bit of sports, fitness. So I was walking down the road near the place where I lived. And this guy at some point waves at me. I was wearing earbuds and stops me, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I was a little bit worried because, it's not that often that it happens that a random guy stops you along the road and you're alone. So a woman alone walking down a road, it's something that can really make you nervous. So this guy that is not very young actually stops me and gives me a rose. I was surprised, and I listened to him and what he was saying. So this guy smiles at me and gives me this rose, and tells me, please smell it. It has such a wonderful scent. Please smell it. So I do as he asked, and I smell this rose, and it has this wonderful and unique scent that I had never felt before. I've never actually ever stumbled into anything like that before. It was soft yet intense, and it was really amazing. And I'm like, oh wow. And he's like, this bush is 30 years old, and you can see that from the roots. And he starts explaining me stuff and telling me stuff about this bush of roses. He was so happy about it. And he was so enthusiastic about this whole thing that he carried me in his talk. And I was really amazed by the enthusiasm of this man about his bush of roses. He leaves me the rose, and he says me goodbye, and he lets me go my way, and I come back home with my heart full of a mixture of feelings. There was a lot of joy, a lot of enthusiasm, because of this wonderful presentation of this bush of roses, and a lot of joy. And the joy was there because I felt that there was someone out there in the world that knew that there are beautiful things out there that are worth giving attention to. And this person took his time to share that thought with me. So now I'm giving it to you. But the story doesn't end here. Because a month ago, I was walking down the road again, same area, same place. And this guy was standing in the middle of the road again. He sees me coming. He didn't remember me. But same scene as before, he waves at me and he presents me with a rose. I still have the petals of the second rose. He tells me the same story as before. Like I said, he's not young anymore. So it happens, he tells me the same story with the same enthusiasm, and he tells me that he feels it is important to share this kind of thing with people. And he wants me to send that bush and other bushes of roses that have a lot of scent around his garden. So I come home enthusiastic. I run around the home and I look for my mother. And I tell her what happened to me and that it had happened 17 years before. And she asks me who this guy is, what he looks like, and where he lives. When I tell her where the guy lives, I found myself in a kind of King Wenceslaw kind of story. If you don't know it, I will put it in the comments below if I find it, or any way you can look it up, you will find it. And my mother tells me that this guy is known in our town for being that kind of person that walks up to people with something nice to tell them just for the sake of seeing them smile. So this is a person that dedicates his life to making people happy. And I stumbled into him twice, and I was presented with a rose both times. This is probably one of the most beautiful stories that happened to me in my life. Another one has to do with the internet. A lot of bad things happen on the internet, but this time something very, very beautiful happened. So I met this girl a lot of years ago. I think it was about 2005. Anyway, I met this girl and we became friends. Not the kind of friend with whom you talk every day and you have this super intense conversations. Just someone that you randomly talk to, but you can consider closer than an acquaintance. So at some point, I started hearing a bunch of people speaking evil of this girl and saying she's not intelligent, that she has limitations, and she cannot achieve anything in life, and all that kind of stuff, which hurt me pretty badly. And it hurt me because I could recognize that there was some truth in what they were saying, not because she was stupid, but because she wasn't succeeding in what she had set for herself, which must be pretty hard. So I didn't walk up to her directly, but I started looking closer to what this girl was doing. So she was going to the university and studying as a nurse. It takes about 5 years over here, or it took at least back at the time. It's 3 years now, but it was 5 years back then. And she had been studying for like 7 or 8 years, and she hadn't achieved anything yet. So I started wondering what the hell is going on here, because I assure you guys, she's anything but stupid. So I started looking more into it, and at some point I started finding things out. She starts posting weird things, and I start asking questions. And what I find out is that this girl doesn't have the time to study, because she spends most of her time on an ambulance helping people on the roads. She is a volunteer for the Red Cross, and she is constantly helping people and helping injured people, people with handicaps, or anyone needing help on the road day in, day out. And she makes double switches, I think that's the term in English, when some of her colleagues or colleague volunteers have family issues, to the point that she doesn't have a boyfriend and she doesn't have a social life of any other kind, because she spends so much time helping others. I am honored to know such a beautiful person. And she's such a good person that she always has the time to listen to others and to give others a hand, whatever problem they may have. So this is another beautiful story that crossed my path, and I thought that it deserves being told. So yeah, sorry, I get emotional because it's so beautiful to know that there's this kind of stuff going on in the world. So if you have anything of this kind that happened to you, or you know anyone like my friend, or you yourself are like my friend, please share it in the comment section, and I will be happy to share your story and to share it with others. Um, yeah, there was something else that I wanted to add, but I think I will close this here. Oh no, just a little MBTI thing. Accidentally, both these people are ESFJs. It's not that accidental, but anyway, accidentally, both these people are ESFJs. This is everything I have to say. I hope this story has made you as happy as they made me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.